Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with some more Madden 19 Ultimate Team, and today we have Calvin Johnson joining the team. 94 speed, 99 deep route running, and spec catch with our chemistries, man. We finally got ourselves a beast receiver. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I was actually looking at Calvin Johnson. I saw his price was like 400K, and I was like, damn, we got some coins. Let's fucking spend them, man. I mean, I think somebody recommended the AB mover. Or I think it was my boy Elijah actually recommended the AB mover or the OBJ mover. Man. I mean, I'm a millionaire, not a billionaire. I tell you that much. That's what I ended up commenting back to him, I think. Like, there was no way. I mean, those cards are expensive as hell. There's no way I'm spending 1.1 mil on Antonio Brown. There's no way. When I can get Calvin for 400, I'm definitely going with Calvin, man. Right here, way overthrown. And Stephon Gilmore is Johnny on the spot right there. Ends up getting picked off. The fucking Jamal Adams was all over that dude. No way that guy was going to complete that. Now, one thing that I did want to go ahead and mention to you guys that is kind of random, it is actually not about Madden, really. It's about the channel in general. I'm actually going to go ahead and start a second channel. Not sure when I'm going to go ahead and start posting on it, but I used to do a second channel back in the day. Kind of lost it. I can't recover it, so you know what? That channel's gone. I'm starting a new second channel. I'm going to go ahead and leave the link down in the description below. For those of you that are interested, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to that one. Just going to be posting whatever on that channel, possibly some more Madden. Let's plays, different games, stuff like that. Just a place where I can post any other content that I really feel like, because I've been having some ideas and I don't want to just saturate this channel. I feel like I have a good thing going. You guys like the Madden content. I like switching it up there. I'm going to be posting MLB when it comes out. I'm planning to post 2K. It's just I'm not really liking 2K19. Kind of disappointed me, honestly. So I'm not sure if I'll make any videos on that, but maybe 2K20 later down the road. But MLB The Show for sure. I just don't want to shove so much content down your guys' throats like I used to. I want to be smarter, and I want to just show you guys the content I know you want to see, and that's obviously Madden. So again, that link will be in the description. I don't, expect you guys to go check it out. Like I said, there's no videos on it, but, just for when I do post, if you guys are interested, be sure to go subscribe to that channel. Now, I talked over 2 touchdowns. I ended up scoring with Todd Gurley, I think. I don't even know how I scored. I don't think this game ends up lasting all that long. The guy misses his PAT, but he found Tyreek Hill, man. I was getting really annoyed in this game at the beginning because I honestly felt like my defense was just fucking up. Like, Stephon Gilmore just didn't play his zone that last play where he scored the touchdown. He just got beat immediately, but it was so weird because he was playing his zone. I played off, and I actually played off the ball, played deep, played over top, and he still just didn't really play it. But whatever, man. He ends up scoring, and then we end up scoring. We get right back in the end zone with Todd Gurley, and that does put us up 14-6 as I am stuttering to start this video. Gotta always keep yourself hydrated, especially when you're doing commentaries on videos, man. I took a swig of water. I'm all good, but hopefully I don't stutter no more. I hate it when I do that. It fucking sucks. But 14-6 at this point, man. We are winning. We are doing pretty damn good at this point. Like I said, the one score that he had, I really feel like it was kind of fluky. Like, I don't know. My guys just didn't really play the way that I thought they should have. Is right there. Desmond King. He's been making some plays, man. Is right there. He jumps that wheel route and takes it all the way to the house as we end up skipping our way in. That was a 43-yard pick 6 for Desmond King, man. He jumps the ball like a boss. We do have a new slot cornerback coming in very soon. One of the new combine players. Actually, I think I just gave it away, because I think there was only 2 combine corners. But, I'm not going to say his name, but we end up getting him, and we end up using him for a bit. But Desmond King, man, 5'10". Did not think he would really play all that great, but, I mean, he's played really good at the slot position. I mean, he is a slot cornerback team of the year, so I guess it makes sense. It's right there. Just throw it at me, man. Why the fuck not? Bobby Wagner right there. The guy throws it right at me. Literally right at me. I mean, I paused. He was trying to run crossers. I just stopped dead in my tracks, and he was wide open. Or no, not I was wide open. I guess that's not the right wording. You know what I mean? Wide open on defense is impossible. But right there, we do find Calvin Johnson for another touchdown, and just like that, we do end up forcing the rage quit. So all of my incoherent babbling doesn't really matter, because ultimately we end up getting the rage quit after the pick 6 and after the user pick, and then a Calvin Johnson touchdown. And obviously Calvin is the new pickup in this episode. Kind of got overshadowed because I talked about my second channel for a second. I kind of forgot to go in depth on this Calvin, man. I mean, his stats are really good. Base stats, like I said, that's really what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for, cards that I can make 99 speed with 7 chemistry, shit like that. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get cards that just have solid stats, can do what I need them to do. And Calvin is easily the best receiver on our team now, next to Doug. Doug has played really, really well for us, but Jerry, he's been kind of suspect recently. But Calvin, I really like him. I think he'll play really, really well for us. I mean, the games that I've played with him so far, he doesn't really drop anything. He's a really good possession receiver as well as, like, going down the field. His 6'5"-ness obviously scares a lot of people, especially in my top 3. But right now, getting into the second game, 0-0. Yeah. Don't really know what to say about that one, man. I tried to break that one up. It looked like I did. I don't know what happened. It honestly looked like the shit glitched. Like, some players moved in a weird-ass way, and somebody comes out of nowhere and catches the ball. So, whatever, man. The guy's on the 14-yard line, ends up throwing it away right there. He started 3 for 3 for 60 yards, so that's pretty solid. 2nd and 10. McCaffrey, 2 rushes for 5 yards. Not as solid. 3rd and 7. Looking for the end zone right here, but he does end up going underneath with Calvin. That was a good read right there. I thought he was going to try to go to the back of the end zone, maybe a high point, but 4th and 2. He decides to go for it and runs a very questionable, inside zone that he ends up cutting out. He subbed in nobody. I had my 4-4 out there with my safeties at corners. It was just a death sentence for him to do that. And for me to throw an out route right there was also a death sentence. I don't know why I made that read. I mean, honestly, that was my main read at the beginning of the play. I never throw an out route to the short side of the field when you see that linebacker standing there. I read the defense and I still threw it. It was dumb. I end up throwing a pick 6 to Anthony Barr. So even after we make that stop where the dude just runs a horrible play, and I'm feeling confident, we throw a pick 6 on our first play, man. So we get a pick 6 last game with Desmond King. This one we throw into Anthony Barr. So right now, we're trying to come back, man. I mean, obviously, Russell Wilson trying to do something, rolling out to the right. Everything was going to the left, so we kind of had to run right there. We end up getting 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Russell dropping back again, looking for somebody, and we find Doug Baldwin just pass led down and went with the possession catch. Luckily, Deion Sanders does not get any sort of animation. We get that catch at the 12, and Russell is sacked. Man, big boy ends up grabbing us over top of our right guard. I think that's... Who's our right guard right now? I'm blanking, but we end up throwing a pick anyway. Tried to go to Calvin Johnson. Can you blame me, man? I mean, I was trying to make something happen with Calvin. I went with the high point, and it was ultimately just picked off. A bad read by me, but you know what? Like I said, can you really blame me? I mean, one-on-one with Calvin, my first time really having a receiver like that. I wanted to try to make a highlight play in his debut episode. Unfortunately, got picked, and now this dude is just... Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ. McCaffrey, run CMC. My goodness. That's fucking annoying, man. He breaks a couple tackles, couple auto-generated, just broken tackles. I mean, I know I had my nickel formation out there, but everybody that he broke tackles of was either Bobby Wagner, Jamal Adams, or some sort of safety. I don't think it was a corner. Maybe Richard Sherman was down there. I'm not 100%, man. But, bottom line, that sucks. No matter who you have out there, that fucking sucks, man. He ends up spinning his way to the end zone, a huge, huge play. And just like that, he's up 14-0. So, with the bad plays we've made and, the plays he's capitalized on, we got to make something happen, man. Right there, we do find Jerry Rice for the first down on the out route. Good old trusty out routes. When somebody starts to blitz me heavy, I will abuse those out routes. I mean, that's one of my favorite reads in the game. Favorite route in the game is probably the out route, and it's a very underrated play. Not a ton of people use the out routes anymore, man. Only the, the people that are OGs in Madden and, know that stuff and, know how well out routes work and can read defenses. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see many people hitting those quick out routes. Not many people I play anyway. Maybe in the higher tiers. I don't know. But, we're hitting them. If you run a lot of high points, let me know. Or high points. Everybody runs high points. If you run a lot of out routes, let me know. Like I said, I don't run into a lot of people that do it. But our drive continues, man. We get to the 26-yard line, 2nd and 8. Looking with Russell Wilson, looking all the way to the sideline, and we do end up finding Doug Baldwin, who makes the catch at the 1-yard line. What a catch by Doug. What a dot by Russell, and then Russell does ultimately end up rushing it in from the 1-yard line for an easy QB sneak touchdown. And just like that, we're right back in this game, man. With a minute 14 in the second quarter, we do get the ball at half, and we have, cut this lead in half to make it 14-7. We do make the PAT. 10 plays, 76 yards. Pretty damn good drive, man. Russell, I'm really liking that card. Like, I'm really, really happy that I like that Russell Wilson because I passed on QBs like Deshaun Watson. You guys will see soon I end up pulling another quarterback that we end up using for a couple games just for some gameplay. I don't know how I keep pulling all these Nat cards I don't need, but you know what? EA loves me. What can I say? So you know what? You guys will see that soon. But Russell Wilson, what can I say? He's played really good, man. You guys have seen it in the gameplay. The only thing that maybe is questionable 100% is that throw deep. But you know what? Not too worried about it. We don't really go deep all that often. And when he has gone deep, it's been good probably 85% of the time. Otto, he was on the money. It seemed like 98% of the time. Rarely ever missed him. But you know what, man? Getting back into this drive, this guy gets the midfield, and he gets no further. Bobby Wagner, just throw it at me, man. Why the fuck not? We have a clear lane to the end zone. All we got to do is beat John Elway, and we juke inside. And that is easy money to the end zone, baby. And that was not John Elway. That was Phillip Rivers. I forgot. I'm pretty sure this dude was running a Chargers theme team. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to double check, seeing what players he has out there, but he does have the Chargers jerseys. But right there before half, 14-14, we end up making it with 21 seconds left just before half, and we get the ball back at half, man. I mean, with the way this game started, we got the guy drove all the way down inside the 10. Let me restart that sentence. The guy drove all the way down to the 10, and we stopped him. He went for it on 4th and 2, a very questionable play call that he ended up calling on 4th and 2. It was weird, inside zone all the way to the outside. Just wasn't working against the 4-4 defense. Don't know really why he ran that, but then we throw a pick 6. Makes it null and void. He puts up another 7. We answer with 14, and just like that, before half, we're tied. So that was the first half in a nutshell, man. 14-14, that means it's 0-0. We got a half to win this game, and we get the ball coming out of half. So I honestly cannot be any happier right now. I mean, this game started out pretty badly, like I said, and right now, we're just going to start firing dots. I mean, that's honestly what I wanted to do coming out of half. I wanted to throw the ball. We're 8 for 11, and I really don't feel like the pick that I threw was like all that bad. I ended up just chucking it to Calvin Johnson in one-on-one. I mean, a lot of people do that. I just wanted to see what he could do. Again, first game with him, I wanted to really see what he could do. So I'm not too mad at that one. This guy starts sending some pressure. We just hit him with that out route. Like I said, out routes are something I like to abuse, especially when somebody likes to blitz me, gets them out of blitzing, or makes them, come down and play underneath, or, best case scenario, they run that hard flat and I catch them over top. But, whatever, man. We're getting down the field right now. Calvin Johnson ends up making that catch. We end up subbing him in at the number 2, move Jerry to the other side, and he makes that catch. 1st and 10, really nothing open right here. We're trying to look for Eric Ebron, just nothing really doing. End up throwing it away at the 16. 2nd and 10, Russell Wilson back looking for Vance McDonald, and he is wide open, man. That was too easy. The guy came out in 4-4 cover 1, and yeah, that's a death sentence against that play, man. I mean, we came out in heavy run formation, but you think of the players we have out there. We have 97 Ebron, 98 Calvin, 89 or whatever Vance McDonald with pretty good speed at tight end, and it seems like Vance is the one that gets open on that play more than anybody, man. I mean, Calvin Johnson or the receiver on the right side doesn't usually get open. My number 1 tight end, every once in a while they do, but, mainly the receiver on the right side does not. It's usually Vance, and right there he makes another one of those catches out of that formation. And it happens to be a touchdown to put us up 7-0 halfway through the 3rd, man. So this guy's got to go ahead and answer. And I was wrong about his quarterback earlier. This was not a Why did I say all Chargers team? Was I drunk? Oh, my God. Christian McCaffrey fucking... Oh, my God. I feel like a retard for saying that, man. I think I end up going against a Chargers team later. That was a fluff by me. My bad. It's not a Chargers theme team. My bad, I said that earlier. He has Drew Brees at quarterback, so I think I was wrong. I said we juked out Elway. We juked out Brees, not Phillip Rivers, not Elway. I was wrong on all fronts. So, not a Chargers theme team, but right now, we are doing work to try to stop this dude, and you know what? We're doing not great. I mean, honestly, in the 3rd quarter, he's across midfield at the 33, but 4th and 7, we do finally get him stuck, but... I run bad defense. I mean, that was straight up bad defense. I played the sideline. I did not really think that he would run 3 slants over the middle, and he had forever to make the read. So, I mean, you put 2 and 2 together, having nobody over the middle except one user, and a lot of time, yeah, it's not good, man. So this guy's inside the 10, second and goal from the 7. He decides to go ahead and run it right into a brick wall. Nothing really doing right there. 3rd and goal from the 5. He does decide to pass. He's looking for his slants. I have everybody covered. Thank goodness. Fucking Stephon Gilmore broke that up, man. Oh, my goodness. I was so scared he was about to get that high point animation with Tyreek Hill, of all people. But 4th and goal, Alan Page comes up with the sack we need. With 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter, we get the ball back, but we are at the 13-yard line. So right now, we got to put something together, at the very least, get a field goal. Oh, my God, I had Calvin Johnson burning the guy on the right side. Instead, I go to Ebron. I don't even get a yard. 3rd and 10. I see Doug Baldwin wide open, man. Luckily, we do not eat a big hit. Seems like a lot of times on that play, I eat a big hit. We don't fumble. We end up getting the completion, getting the 1st down, and we are able to run it down to the 2-minute warning at least. So we give this guy 2 minutes. Hopefully, can waste a couple of his timeouts here if he decides to use them as we break it outside with Todd Gurley. And just like that, we're inside the 20-yard line. They're just at the 20-yard line, and we can go ahead and take a field goal. and we can win this game or be up by 2 scores to where it's pretty much impossible for this dude to come back. We go ahead and call a timeout right there. I'm not really sure why, but, you know, whatever. With 1:23 left, the guy quits. I mean, we could see it coming. I mean, at this point, like I said, it was 10 points. It was going to be really hard for that dude to come back. So I think he saved me and him some time. So you know what? Ultimately, GG to him, man. You know, it was a game that we were down 14-0. We put up 21 unanswered. And that feels good, man. That was a good win. I mean, we dotted all game long. Calvin Johnson played like a beast, even though the one pass we went to the end zone with, it got picked. But you know what? That's not reminiscent of how that card played. He made a lot of catches for us, man. A lot of catches that I was just confident in throwing to him. Finally, a receiver that I am 100% confident can just separate from corners and make catches. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Be sure to look out for the next one. And as always, I'm out. Peace.